and welcome. Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Tom Bowling. I serve as Vice President for Student Affairs. Before we proceed with today's ceremony, there are a number of announcements to make. This first one is required by the Maryland Fire Prevention Code. The exit doors have been inspected and are unlocked. For your own safety, look for the nearest exit, and in the case of an emergency, please walk, do not run to that exit. We now remind you to please silence your electronic devices. We also ask that guests not leave their seats to take pictures during the ceremony. Doing so often blocks the view of others and is against regulations set by the State Fire Marshal. There will be a professional photographer taking photos of the graduates as they cross the platform to receive their diploma. Please also refrain from blocking the rear entrances to this arena, which is also prohibit the dignity of this ceremony, and be considerate of everyone by keeping your applause brief so that the name of each graduate will be clearly heard. Please refrain from extremely loud or extensive displays of celebration out of respect for the graduate who follows yours. At the end of the ceremony, we ask that guests not leave their seats until after the recessional, when all students have left the arena. We thank you in advance for your understanding and cooperation. And now, let us begin. The nearly 1,000-year-old tradition of commencement begins with the entry of the Grand Marshal carrying the mace. This year, we are led by one of our most senior and respected faculty members, Dr. Kevin Peterson, Professor of Psychology. The Frostburg State University faculty and professional staff are led by faculty marshals, Mr. Randall Bandura, Professor of Accounting, Dr. Robert B. Kaufman, Professor of Kinesiology and Recreation, and Chair of the Council of University System Faculty, and Mr. Dustin P. Davis, Professor of Visual Arts. As the faculty and staff enter, you will notice the dignity and pageantry of the traditional commencement as symbolized by the academic regalia worn by the participants. The mortarboards and robes that serve as symbols of intellectual pursuit may be traced back to the medieval universities of Europe. Information regarding the regalia may be found in your program. The President's Stage Party includes the officers of the university and other participants in today's ceremony. This institution's first commencement was held at the Frostburg Opera House on June 10th, 1904. At that ceremony, Governor Edwin Warfield presented diplomas to 8 young women graduating from State Normal School No. 2. Today, we celebrate the 151st commencement at Frostburg State University. There are 563 candidates eligible to receive degrees today. The candidates for degrees will be led by the faculty marshals and will be introduced today by Dr. Michael Monahan, Associate Professor of Management, Dr. Barbara Ornstein, Professor of Educational Professions, and Dr. Marianne Lutz, Professor of English. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and welcome the Frostburg State University graduating class of 2017. It is now my pleasure to turn these proceedings over to Dr. Kevin Peterson, University Grand Marshal.
As University Grand Marshal, I declare the 151st Commencement exercise open. The audience will please remain standing and join in singing the national anthem led by Mr. David Cook.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, on the rocket rain glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say it was that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to present to you Dr. Ronald H. Nowacek, President of Frostburg State University.
Good afternoon. I'm so glad that you could all be here today to witness the important moment in your students' lives. On behalf of Dr. Robert Corrett, Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, the University System of Maryland Board of Regents, and Frostburg State University's faculty and staff, I welcome you to the 2017 Winter Commencement Ceremony. We are celebrating today not just with those of you sitting here, but with many more loved ones all around the world who are witnessing our ceremony streamed live over the internet. Let's all send a welcome to all of those viewers online. At the count of three, say hello from Frostburg. 1, 2, 3. Hello from Frostburg. I would also like to introduce a couple special guests who are joining us today. The first is a Frostburg alumnus, a good friend, and the mayor of Frostburg, the Honorable Bob Flanagan. Also joining us today is Frostburg City Councilman Walter Mackey and his wife. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the military veterans in our audience today, and especially those graduating today. I am proud to say that Frostburg State University has been recognized as military-friendly for 6 years in a row. Our new Veterans Center and active Student Veterans of America chapter are signs of the growing role these students are taking as members of the university community. Will all the veterans and active duty military here today please stand so that we can express our gratitude to you for your service. As you've heard, today is the 151st commencement ceremony of Frostburg State University, the first being in 1904. As I prepared my comments for today, I thought about each of you, the 563 graduates in today's ceremony, who will be joining the ranks of Frostburg State University alumni. What does it mean to be a Frostburg State University student, and what does it mean to be a graduate? Let's tackle the student part first. I suspect if I asked you now, or even a decade from now, to tell us what made Frostburg State special, we would hear you mention people. They might be faculty, staff, or other students. We ask graduates to invite a faculty or staff member to the ceremony who made a difference in their time here. I'm pleased that over 20 individuals were invited by our students, some more than once, and many of whom are seated in this stage or in the audience. Your student experience here was not about the buildings or your course schedules, but rather people. Yes, the facilities and the curriculum are necessary, but that's not what makes the difference in the end. It is whom you interacted with, whom you studied with, who pushed you to succeed, and who your friends are. Those experiences, I believe, speak to students of your generation. You're often driven to learn by doing. It is taking that classroom knowledge and applying it in so many different ways. Sometimes through structured opportunities like internships, research projects, study abroad, or student teaching. In other cases, it occurs through volunteerism, community projects, engagement in community activities, or leadership in campus or community organizations. This component of your education is often called applied or experiential education. At Frostburg State, we emphasize a world of experiences. You have that as a student at Frostburg State University, and it leads to accomplishments beyond the grade point average. I've asked faculty and staff to share some of your accomplishments. There are 563 stories, but here are a few of what I heard. I heard of students from Greek organizations stepping up into leadership roles and being involved in community projects to improve the quality of life for many. I received a note from a faculty member commending a student who is an indigenous American for his commitment to his culture and willingness to share the richness of that culture with us here at Frostburg State. We have a visual arts graduate who is graduating in less than 3 years and had time to also mentor other students. There's a graduate student here today who has been actively involved in presenting and publishing her research and has been accepted for further study in a doctoral program at the University of Idaho. Another student is receiving her graduate degree today despite dealing with some major health issues and family loss. And we have a number of non-traditional students in the audience, some who have completed their studies in our programs at the University System of Maryland, Hagerstown Center. They all, like everyone here, have had to juggle many responsibilities around their studies. You'll hear from one of those students today. These are just a small sampling of the accomplishments of the students sitting in the audience today. That brings me to the other question. What does it mean to be a Frostburg University graduate? I have met with many Frostburg State University alumni, and they share two common characteristics. The first is humility. I learn of accomplishments that convince me that you, the students who are about to receive your degrees, will make some amazing contributions to society in the upcoming years. Our alumni don't boast. They let their efforts speak for themselves. And in many cases, they don't take credit for what they've done. Instead, they talk about others or chalk it up to chance or luck. I know these accomplishments would not have happened without the second characteristic I see in our students and alumni, that of perseverance. We all have an idea as what perseverance is. I believe that perseverance is a hallmark of Frostburg State University. It is in our faculty, staff, students, and alumni. You have a focus that becomes a passion. If you're like me, you have discovered that passion here in college. Your success means you were goal-driven, knowing what you want to achieve and working toward it. It also means you're able to handle setbacks. You don't give up when the path gets a bit more difficult. You see things to the end. You accomplish, just like we see today in our students here. So I conclude with an optimistic view. We are celebrating the achievement of an important goal today, that of receiving, no, earning a college degree. I'd ask how many of the students graduating today, if you just raise your hand, are first in your family to graduate from college? Congratulations to you and to each of the students sitting here. That degree you have will open doors for each of you to become engaged and successful citizens and leaders. Know that you are following in the footsteps of many other successful Frostburg State graduates. And these other graduates, the alumni of Frostburg State University, are there to be with you. We are very pleased to have been part of this journey, and know that as part of the Frostburg State University family, you can call on us as you tackle these new challenges. Thank you. Congratulations to the class of 2017, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone in the room.
Good afternoon. I'm Sudhir Singh, Interim Dean of the College of Business. Today, I have the honor of presenting to you Ms. Christina Grove as the commencement speaker from the College of Business. Christina is from Hagerstown, Maryland program at the University System of Maryland at Hagerstown and is graduating with a cumulative GPA of 3.94 in business administration with a major in general management and a minor in small business entrepreneurship. Christina joined Frostburg as a part-time student in the fall of 2012. She took a break from school to welcome her second child, but soon returned to complete her education while also working full-time and caring for her two small children. Her professors have consistently admired her for her eagerness to learn and her engagement with team activities. She has participated in the Hagerstown campus's business club and was inducted into the Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society in the fall semester 2016. Those who know Christina well will attest to her inspiring ability to juggle excellence at work, at school, and most of all, as a parent. In addition to being an entrepreneur at heart, she has devoted herself to over 30 community service and humanitarian projects, each with a large footprint. As examples, Christina enlisted as a volunteer for Girls Incorporated of Washington County and was also inducted into Soroptimist International of Hagerstown, Maryland. Both organizations seek to improve the social and economic status of women and girls. She is an exemplary student representative of Frostburg State University. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Christina Grove as the fall 2017 commencement speaker from the College of Business.
Thank you, Dr. Singh, for that warm introduction. Again, my name is Christina Grove. I am very proud and honored to be here today, graduating with all of you. Through my educational journey, I have gained unique experiences, remarkable mentors, and lifelong friendships along the way. When I was asked to speak here today, I wanted to focus on two key points that are very important to me. The first, that learning doesn't stop when you leave today, that it's never ending, and that you can build upon any skill or ability you desire to have. And the second, the importance of getting involved with your local communities and giving back in whatever capacity that you can. As I was sorting through my thoughts, life happened, and I was reminded of a valuable lesson. The lesson that life feels the need to keep sharing with me is that the only constant in our lives is change itself. How we accept and embrace the uncontrollable changes that surround us will directly impact our journey, as well as the potential opportunities that are born out of the change. I just experienced my 6th layoff 2 months ago. You'd think after 5 layoffs it would get easy, but it doesn't. It was certainly the most challenging. I was being torn away from the most cohesive team that I had ever worked with, a team full of amazing mentors and people that I looked up to. And then, all of the worrisome thoughts quickly started to set in. I had struggled through most of my 20s in between jobs and on and off public assistance. Life had finally leveled out for me and my family. And then this. I left work that day feeling defeated. When I got home, I picked up the pile of mail on the table and I saw a card with my son's name on it. It was a birthday invitation. A little boy from his class was getting ready to celebrate his 4th birthday. His family didn't want any gifts, they only wanted our company. They just wanted to give their son a birthday party full of friends and laughter. You see, they had just been displaced from the Virgin Islands due to Hurricane Irma and Maria. While I was feeling anguish over having to start over with a new job, they were forced to start over with every aspect of life. They had no home, no car, no job, no clothing or toys. In that moment, I was thankful. Thankful that this family made it out okay. And I was thankful that my family was going to be okay. There's a saying, life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. Our daily lives are guided by perspectives that were initially designed by our upbringing, our environments, or opportunities, or lack thereof, but each one of us is individually responsible for shifting our perspectives to enable our perceptions to evolve. Life is going to throw you curveballs, and there will always be more than one way to look at a situation when it arises. So embrace it for what it is, but be willing to take a different perspective. Anything and everything can be gone in an instant, but what remains are the relationships that we have built along the way. So always be willing to help somebody in need, and always choose to be kind. Remember, the only constant in our lives is change itself. Change is simply evolution in process. So when change happens to you, don't let it break you, let it make you. Congratulations to each one of you on your monumental accomplishment. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Boyce Courtney Williams, Interim Dean of the College of Education. LaShawn Rhoden graduates today with a bachelor's degree in Recreation and Parks Management. While at Frostburg, LaShawn has shown great care for the well-being of others by volunteering for many community events. The Finance Center, for example, an agency that provides services to people with mental disabilities. LaShawn has served as the president of the Recreation Society, and while under his leadership, the organization has been more active than ever. He is also an active member of the Tau Kappa Epsilon fraternity. LaShawn helped organize the city's Frostburg Block Party, the Halloween Party, and served as program manager at FSU's Be Like Bob fundraiser. He also served as marketing and events coordinator for Late at Lane. On alternative spring break, LaShawn worked with the New Jersey Boys and Girls Club. LaShawn completed his internship with the Baltimore County Department of Recreation and Parks and with the FSU Office of Student Activities and Greek Life. Upon graduation, LaShawn intends to pursue a master's degree in hospitality and restaurant management with a concentration in event planning. One of the last things that LaShawn said to me last week when we were talking in the courts hall was that being a student at Frostburg had helped him from living a life as just life being mediocrity to now being able to live his life as one that is extraordinary. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Fall 2017 Commencement Speaker for the College of Education, LaShawn Rhoden.
I'm sorry for the hesitation, but 4 years ago, I did not expect to be in this position. The thought of being on the stage, speaking in front of you all at a December commencement ceremony, never once crossed my mind. The reason why I have this mindset is because 4 years ago, my first semester here, I got on academic probation for having a 1.27 GPA. I was tempted to leave the school and just move back home. Obviously, I stayed in school, mainly because my mother wasn't having that. And ended up turning my life around, but I always thought that having a 1.27 GPA on my transcript would ruin the rest of my college experience and life after college. Throughout my college career, I learned to use this, Ms. Q, as motivation to be and to do more than expected of me. I'm not a 4.0 student, never have been, but I learned that I shouldn't allow my GPA to describe the type of person and student I fully am. My actions and work outside of the classroom speaks for itself. I have very good grades now compared to my first semester, but college is more than just getting good grades. I wanted to be and do more than your typical college student, and I can 100% say that I accomplished that goal. Someone once told me not to bite off more than I can chew. I said I would rather choke on greatness than nibble on mediocrity. You settle for mediocrity. When you settle for mediocrity, you are settling to be ordinary. My advice to you all is to be extraordinary. Thrive to be excellent, not mediocre. Never let good enough be good enough. If you really want to stand out of the crowd and or make a difference in this world, you have to go above and beyond, and most importantly, do and be more than is expected of you. Everything that I did on campus and everything that I did off campus eventually came easy to me. Volunteering, planning events, helping my peers out with their academics, mentoring first-year students, doing more than asked of me during my internship and field experience are things that I love to do. If you love something, then you truly will go above and beyond for it. I found this quote on Pinterest, and it really explains my involvement on campus. It says, "Unless it is mad, passionate, extraordinary love, it is a waste of time. There are too many mediocre things in life. Love should not be one of them." I love my fraternity, Tau Kappa Epsilon. I helped make this fraternity accomplish great things during my time as a brother. I didn't settle for my fraternity to be average because I loved them too much to see them be labeled as just another social fraternity. Our motto is better men for a better world, and believe it or not, being in this fraternity made me a better person and leader on campus. I love my major department. It took me a while to discover Parks and Rec because I kept changing my major, but when I did find it, I fell in love with it, from the classrooms to the instructors. I took over Recreation Society, which is a club within the department, and made it relevant again. Whenever my advisor needed me for something, I would go above and beyond because I never wanted to disappoint her. I could go on and on about my involvements and accomplishments throughout my college career, but right now it's not about me. The point that I want all of you in attendance to take away from my speech is selling to be mediocre will not get you where you want to go, most importantly where you need to go. You have to aim high and take risks and sacrifices in order to get the results that you want and need. Whether it's in a work environment or during an interview, you have to do more than expected of you if you truly want to be excellent and stand out of the crowd. Michelangelo said, "The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that our aim is too low and we reach it." Right now, I want to give thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Cooper for being my college mom and dad. I want to give thanks to Ms. Amy Shimko for guiding me my first couple years here. I want to thank my instructors within my department for making my college experience one of the best. And lastly, I want to thank my family in attendance and my family and friends back home for always believing that I am more than mediocre, even when I had doubts about myself. We may not have all started college together, but I am glad to end my college career with y'all, the class of 2017. Thank you, and go Bobcats.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Joseph Hoffman, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Today I had the privilege of introducing a student who has overcome many hurdles on her way to becoming the outstanding scholar that stands before you today. Selina Burke is a double major in English and in ethnobotany, and she has maintained a 3.865 GPA. While pursuing her degrees, Selina has been active in tree and plant research, both within the biology department here and at other institutions. In the summer of 2017, she was selected for a prestigious undergraduate research experience at the University of California, Riverside, where she screened barley varieties for genetic differences. Her ethnobotanical field experiences have included historical preservation, upkeep at the Pine Mountain Settlement School in Kentucky, and assisting in general management of white squash and butternut tree stands as part of a cooperative project with the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. Selina's plan for the future is to pursue her PhD, examining the flow of genetic material between crops and their wild relatives. On behalf of the faculty and students of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, I am pleased to present to you our commencement speaker for December 2017, Selina Burke.
Thank you, Dr. Hoffman. I remember when I was a kid, I looked forward to getting a cold. TV and chicken noodle soup, and best of all, no school. I saw someone coughing at recess, and I went over and played with that kid. School? Get me out of this place. It wasn't until I became ill and needed chemo that I realized how much I loved school and how important it was to me. That was when I was young, but after I overcame that challenge, I realized that I could overcome any academic challenges I faced too. I pushed myself to take harder classes, and I graduated early at the age of 16 because I was excited to go to college, a place where I could focus on what I wanted to learn. I thought I knew exactly what I wanted to do, journalism in Asia. It felt perfect until I realized that no matter how much I studied, I couldn't understand a single word of Japanese my teacher said. By the time that I wound up at Frostburg, I transferred twice and changed my major 3 times. When I started taking courses for my ethnobotany major, I realized, oh, this is it. I want to be a scientist. But even after finally discovering what I wanted to do, it wasn't easy, and at first I struggled in some of my classes. But as I learned more and gained increasing admiration for my professors, the struggles turned from anxiety to excitement. It took me 6 years to get here, longer than most, but I was able to keep pushing towards my degree because my education is the thing I value most. I know that some of you have had even more difficult experiences, and I want to acknowledge and honor that. I was really fortunate that my mom and dad were able to give me some support while I was in college, and I think that all of us that have family members supporting us financially or emotionally are really lucky, but the money helps. While I had to work some, there are some people in this audience who had to work 40 hours a week their whole college career. Some of you are the first in your family to get a college education. Some of you are parents. Some of you have been taking classes and serving in the military, ready to have to leave your class to protect our country at a moment's notice. And some of you have experienced bias because of your race, gender, religion, or just because you're different. All of us have faced challenges on our way to the stage today, and we have all beat them down. We know they don't just hand out grades at Frostburg. We have earned our place here today because we have taken our education seriously. Personally, I hope that my graduation today will not be my last. My dream is that I will be at another graduation, my PhD graduation, so that I can become a professional researcher. I urge all of you not to take graduation as a sign to stop learning. For some of you, that may mean graduate school, but that's not for everyone. All of us have a dream job, and in order to achieve that goal, and to better ourselves once we are there, we must continue to learn skills that will enable us to fulfill our goals and succeed beyond them. Don't let the, oh crap, now I've got to get a 9-to-5 moment steer you away from your dreams, from what you really want to do with your degree. It's a tough job market out there, and many of us will have to initially take jobs a little different from what we had hoped. That's why we need to keep learning, whether that means extra on-the-job training, volunteering on the weekends, taking more classes, or developing our skills at home. We know we can accomplish our dreams. We've already made it this far. We're not giving up. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2017.
Before we proceed with the granting of the degrees, I want to give our students the opportunity to thank all those family and friends who helped get you where you are today. Students, please stand, face your loved ones, and give them a round of applause. Okay. I would also like to recognize at this time, Dr. Joseph Hoffman, who you heard from a second ago, the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, on the occasion of his retirement at the end of this year. Dean Hoffman has given 36 years of distinguished service to Frostburg State University, starting as a faculty member in the Department of Physics and Engineering. The last 14 years, he has been dean of the largest college at FSU. In his time at FSU, he has overseen the design of the Compton Science Center and the Gira Center for Communications and Information Technology. Lending his extensive knowledge in instructional design, he spearheaded the development of a number of popular new academic programs and has had a significant impact on transforming instruction over the years, leading the development of innovative active learning strategies. Please join me in thanking him for his service to FSU and its students. Let's see, I think the next part is what we've been waiting for. We will now proceed with the granting of degrees with Dr. Boyce Williams, Interim Dean of the College of Education.
Candidates for the doctoral degree in the College of Education, please rise. President Nowacek, I have the honor to present to you, upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of the College of Education, the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland and the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, Dr. Robert Corrett, and upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of the College of Education, I confer upon you, upon certification of the completion of your studies, the degree Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereof. Please be seated.
Candidates for the master's degree in the College of Business, please rise. President Nowacek, I have the honor to present to you, upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of the College of Business, the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration. Candidates, you may be seated.
Candidates for the master's degree in the College of Education, please rise. President Nowacek, I have the honor to present to you, upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of the College of Education, the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, and Master of Science in Recreation and Parks Management. Candidates, you may be seated.
Candidates for the master's degree in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, please rise. President Nowacek, I have the honor to present to you, upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the candidates for the degree of Master of Science. Candidates, please remain standing, and will the master's candidates in Business and Education also please rise.
I can sense some confusion there. If you're getting a master's degree, stand up. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland and the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, Dr. Robert Corrett, and upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of the Colleges of Business, Education, or Liberal Arts and Sciences, I confer upon you, upon certification of the completion of your studies, the degree Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, or Master of Science, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereof. Please be seated.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree from the College of Business, please rise. President Nowacek, I have the honor to present to you, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Business, the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Candidates, you may be seated.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree from the College of Education, please rise. President Nowacek, I have the honor to present to you, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Education, the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Candidates, you may be seated.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, please rise. President Nowacek, I have the honor to present to you, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Science. Candidates, please remain standing. Now the bachelor's degree candidates from the Colleges of Business and Education also please rise.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland and the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, Dr. Robert Corrett, and upon the recommendations of the faculty and the deans of the Colleges of Business, Education, or Liberal Arts and Sciences, I confer upon you, upon certification of the completion of your studies, the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Science, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereof. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Elizabeth Troop. I'm the provost of Frostburg State University. At this time, the university recognizes those baccalaureate degree candidates who have distinguished themselves by their academic excellence. Undergraduate students who have demonstrated outstanding academic performance will graduate with one of the following distinctions: cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. The distinction of graduating cum laude is awarded to those students whose cumulative grade point average on a 4.0 scale is between 3.40 and 3.64. The distinction of graduating magna cum laude is awarded to those students whose cumulative grade point average is between 3.65 and 3.89. The distinction of graduating summa cum laude is awarded to those students whose cumulative grade point average is 3.90 or higher. Undergraduate students who have achieved these academic honors are wearing gold tassels as part of their academic regalia. Those undergraduate students who are graduating with honors will please rise at this moment and be recognized. You may be seated. Congratulations on your very high honor.
We will now proceed with the presentation of diplomas. I remind you that we welcome the audience to acknowledge the graduates' accomplishments with enthusiasm. However, we also ask that you respect the dignity of this ceremony and be considerate, everyone, by keeping your applause brief so that the name of each graduate will be clearly heard. And I ask that the graduates cross the stage in a dignified manner. Thank you.
We will now present the diplomas for the doctoral degree. Historically, a doctoral degree candidate receives a hood. This academic hood bears FSU's colors and the color of the student's individual field of study. It is this hood that symbolizes the high achievement of the doctoral student who has completed a rigorous course of study with honor and distinction. Each candidate will now be hooded. Doctoral degree candidates, please rise and come forward. Leading the candidates are Dr. Barbara Ornstein, Professor of Educational Professions and Marshal for the College of Education, who will announce their names and dissertation titles. Doctoral degree candidates, as your name is read, please approach the stage. Your program advisor will officially present your hood and you will receive your diploma from Dr. Nowacek.
Doctor of Education, Kelly Egros. Athletic contract effects on athletes' academic achievement, attendance, and behavior while in season. Stephanie E. Hay. Work and life balance of nurse faculty mothers. Charles Norman Lindeluth, expanding the technology acceptance model, examining faculty use of Blackboard's assessment tools. Teresa Mastronardo, perceptions of academic librarians regarding supporting distance education students and meeting national standards. Karen Charlotte Phillips Kurtz. Partial immersion compared to traditional educational programs from the perspectives of parents who have experienced both. Carrie Lynn Pfeiffer. Cybersecurity Workforce Alert, Women's Perspectives on Factors Influencing Female Interest. Alyssa Gearing-Werner. Impact of female-oriented teaching strategies on the attitude of middle school female science students.
We will now present the diplomas for the master's degree. Historically, a master's degree candidate also receives a hood bearing FSU's colors and the color of the student's individual field of study, which symbolizes the high achievement of the master's student who has completed a rigorous course of study with honor and distinction. Each candidate will now be hooded. Master's degree candidates, please rise and come forward. Leading the candidates are Dr. Michael Monahan, Associate Professor of Management and Marshal for the College of Business, Marshall Ornstein, and Dr. Mary Ann Lutz, Professor of English and Marshal for the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Master's degree candidates, as your name is read, please approach the stage. Your dean will officially present your hood, and you will receive your diploma from President Nowacek.
Timothy Beckman. Juan Pablo Boucher. Kayla Lynn Bradley. Brent A. Cruz. Janine Elizabeth Fields. Corin Flores Wagner. Sharon Olivia Hines. Lauren Michelle Lee. Elizabeth Douglas Medcalf. Sanjay Narayana Murthy. Liz A. Nelson. Alex Huey Ming Ing. Uzama Njamanizi. Mark Trecanelli.
Master of Arts in Teaching, Hannah Justine Brandt.
We all need help.
Nicole Elizabeth Carrington. Master of Education, Zachary Montague Burkhart. Anthony Traver Drury. Jacqueline Jerry Kabunja. Kimberly Ross Coons. Mary Sidney Sibley. Kelly Lynn Vanassa. Michelle Lee Welch. Master of Science in Recreation and Parks Management, Sean Thomas Beaumont. Alicia Marie Knuppel. Annalie Law. Christine Metelsky. Danielle Pearson. Stacy Lynn Tosaki.
Master of Science in Applied Computer Science, Jayshri B. Barwad. Shutri Chapel. David Anthony Jeremiah. Jagruthi Gundeti. Mohanaraman Hariraman. Sai Tushira Kaluru. Madhuri Kunkanala. Hunter Metcalf. Abhilash Reddy Sangiji. Vinoth Nayak Wankadoth. Yashwant Waru Gunti. Shanglek Yang. Master of Science in Applied Ecology and Conservation Biology, Karen Johnson Heater. Kelly M. Russo. Master of Science in Nursing, Sally Ann Class. Angel Grace Crispino. Julia Wright Boretos.
We will now present the diplomas for the bachelor's degree. Candidates for the bachelor's degree will also be presented by Marshall Monahan for the College of Business, Marshall Ornstein for the College of Education, and Marshall Lutz for the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Candidates, as your name is read, please approach the stage to receive your diploma from President Nowacek.
Emmanuel Kanayo Agu. Peter Owuzu Ansa, cum laude. Michelle Banks. Malik Marquise Barnwell. Samara Nicole Baroth, cum laude. Logan Raquel Brady, cum laude. Nefertiti Monet Brown. Vanessa Marie Butts, cum laude. Jordan Alexandria Campbell. Christian Anthony DePaula. Malik Johannes Fleming. John Douglas Gambler. Christina Marie Getty. Jasmine Teresa Gordado. Tyler Ray Harmon, magna cum laude. Christopher L. Herbert. Derek N. Houston. Matthew Dylan Clavisha, cum laude. Theodore Marcus Cote Satos. John Conrad Kreuzberg. Jonathan David Lippett, cum laude. Christina Grove. Crystal Denise Littlejohn. Haley M. Locke. Lindsay Jade Morgan. Kirsten D. O'Donnell, magna cum laude. Jessica Ott. Sarah Catherine Pard, magna cum laude. Trevor Eugene Reardon. Gordon Anthony Rowe, Jr. Justin Garrett Sanders. Kimberly Ann Sloan. John Christopher Stang. Justin Byron Turner. Kevin Bernard Williams. Kevon Adrian Wright.
Danigel Renee Accord. Connor Patrick Bolsick. Taylor Ann Bowen. Courtney Paige Burdock, magna cum laude. Matthew Thomas Capoza.
Off the socks, Matthew. That's great spirit.
Emily Marie Chapman, magna cum laude. Morgan Diana Cuneo.
Your mortarboard's pretty well decorated. Congratulations to you.
Leanne Krista Dashiell, cum laude.
I'm going to get a drone camera so I can get pictures of all these mortarboards on top. Congratulations.
China Jade Davis, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Delcide, cum laude. Kyle Brooks Dinterman. Megan Elizabeth Dix. Stefan D. Easter. Tanner Michael Anthony Faith, summa cum laude.
Enjoy the walk across. Good work, great job.
Stephanie Irene Felton, summa cum laude.
Slow down, Stephanie. We want to see this go up slow. Okay, congratulations.
Callie Ann Fudel, summa cum laude.
All the brains are going together for one time. Congratulations.
William Robert Frank.
Good luck to you.
Dahlia Yamilet Garcia.
Thank you.
Lori Carol Loren Gotti. Angeline Michelle Griffin, summa cum laude. Kendra Dawn Hardesty, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Hart, cum laude. Charmin Faith Holbrook. Jordan Tyler Lyles. Deasia R. Magginson. Samantha Josephine Manis. Margot Alexandra Ann Mason.
We got fans in different parts of the audience. Congratulations.
Jacob Luke Nicholson. Ashley Renee O'Neill, magna cum laude.
Great job.
Brianna Renee Opal, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Elizabeth Petty. Nicole Aletha Picone.
You got fans all over the place too. Nicole, congratulations.
Rashawn Antonio Rhoden. Tegan Riley Powers, magna cum laude. Alexis Marie Rivera. Erin Day Russum, cum laude. Thomas Schaefer, summa cum laude. Kathleen Elizabeth Snyder. Jillian Christina Steinert. Carson Glenn Stewart. Robert Brian Tucker, cum laude. Jose Tutt. Hannah Grace Twig, summa cum laude.
Smile a lot, walk slow when you get to summa. Congratulations.
Summer Lee Wall. Ashton Elizabeth Werns. Bartell Donald Williams III, magna cum laude.
Stacy Achampong. Chantel Adams. Naya Iman Adkins.
We got fans on both sides.
Angela Ann Africa.
Good to see you.
Emily Augusta Amon Gamble. Laura Naya Akindo. Brittany Ann Alba. Tasha Marie Baker, summa cum laude. Joshua Thomas Barton. Tracy Bell. Brooke Nicole Bentz. Virginia Lee Berry. Candace Renee Blake.
Candace, I can see your board too.
Gina Booker. Gerard Bowles. Selina Burke, magna cum laude. Kimberly Braden. Gabrielle Nicole Bronson. Eve Patrick Blay Brusoul. Rebecca Eden Brown, magna cum laude. Ronald E. Browning Jr., cum laude. Andrew Christopher Brust, summa cum laude. Nikita Aquila Caban. Amanda Nicole Campbell. Danielle Nicole Carr. Leah Nicole Cheney. Paul Allen Churchyard, cum laude. Raymond Donald Cooper IV. Lori Cragen Boyer. Matthew Cumblage, magna cum laude. Zachary Alexander Cunningham. Casey Cecilia Curry. Matthew Dameron. Hade Totan Daniyang. Elizabeth Ann Davis, cum laude. Jelani Akil Davis. Philip De Cordova Davis. Strobel Elovian Ditu, cum laude. Garrett Wade Dolly, magna cum laude. Rebecca Grace Dorsey. Connie Lee Duke. Carissa L. Dungy. David Windsor Cook, Jr. Shannon M. Durst, summa cum laude. Jacob Alexander Dwyer, magna cum laude. Eugene F. Ebb, Jr. Ashley Diane Eisentrout, cum laude. Katrina M. Evans, magna cum laude. Shannon Gail Farley, cum laude. Dominique Jordan Farmer. Leslie Lisa Farrington. Andrea Edith Flores. Michael Austin Franklin. Philip Frankel. Golda Nargis Friedman. Brittany Alexis Gardner. Natisha Marie Gardner. Nathan John Gemberling. Samantha L. Gittier. Amanda Marie Godwin.
You've got a order board to fill out on it too.
Connor Matthew Gorman. Maggie Lynn Granados. Lisa Grabowski. Austin Gary Gregg.
Back behind you, Austin. Congratulations.
Mia Hale. Hossein Hakimi cum laude. Dakota Hunter Hamilton. Rachel Taylor Harrison. Percy P. Haskins. Alexandra Delynn Hemphill cum laude. Allison Brooke Henry. Marcus B. Henry. Tanya Estefani Hernandez. Robert Richard Hyam. Hannah Marie Horn.
You look surprised.
Madeline Jane Hose. Morgan Danielle Hott, magna cum laude. Aaliyah Kiara Howard. Jason A. Howard, cum laude. Ibrahim Haidara. Anel Rose Yapaluchi. Adrian L. Jackson. Amber Catherine Jacobus, magna cum laude. Tariq Jamal. Candace Marie Jones. Rani Albert Justin, magna cum laude. Colin Haynes Kamoff. Norman Manzi Karamaga. Sarah Elizabeth Keel. Shanae Deja Kelly.
Your order board's going to be up there with the rest of them.
Chelsea Nicole Kennel. Andrew Charles Klotz. Randall S. Knight. Albert Safa Lahai. Rachel Lepan Lash. Joseph Robert Lemaire. William Gordon Leslie III. Candace Blair Lickvar. Kimberly Majorwitz. Aminata Marie Mansoret. Anthony Louise Martinez. Jasmine Angelica Martinez. Alyssa Marie Mattis. Shanae Naomi McBride, magna cum laude. Haley Morgan McDonald, cum laude. Shannon Kyle McIntyre. Addie Beth McKenzie. Christy Lynn McMillan. Aaliyah Brianna Meeks, magna cum laude. Jeffrey David Mello. Nicholas A. Menegenji. Aaron Terrell Mercer. Jenny Merba, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Merritt. Christopher Eric Mizey. Z. Maulon. Amanda Lynn Monahan. Mark Oribio Monas. Jesse Jose Montano. Dorca K. Mosetti. Justin Mafumba Mukasa. Joe Anthony Nader. Joseph T. Ogunsana, Jr. Cassandra Owen. Quito Miguel Pace. Bethany Putara Peters. Andrane B. Payton. Edwin Isaiah Pitt. Chelsea Michelle Ray, cum laude. Rebecca Jean Ryland. Stephen Alden Ritter. John William Sackett. James Anthony Sarfino. Zachary Allen Schmidt. Selina Renee Schneider, magna cum laude. James Albert Scott III. Kai Lewis Sinise. Caitlin E. Sheely. Kiana Grace Siles. Eva Livana Simon. Catherine Marion Sine.
You're the first one with a Christmas bow. Congratulations.
Courtney Nicole Sinkler.
Courtney, congratulations to them too.
Mackay Smedley. Farron R. Smith. Kevin John Spradlin, magna cum laude. Corey Staubs. Christopher James Stemple. Roger Dante Stevenson. Matthew Jennings Stevens. Tasha Renee Stitcher.
Look up at him.
Javon Terrell Taylor. James Tyler Tipton.
Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Lena Basia Titanji. Cara Mackenzie Torchiani. Afria Turner. Jared Austin Turner. Jacob C. Tursky, cum laude. Alpheus Umezurike. Sorry. Kent Marcellus Vaden. Jessica Lauren Vavra. Paul Weston Walters. Brianna J. Washington. Janelle Washington.
You're fine.
Thank you.
Anne Marie Waskowitz. Ebony Danielle Weber. Benny Watson III. Kayla Webster. Adam Young White, cum laude. Amber Nicole Wick. Joseph Stafford Wilson. Mark Lewis Wilson, Jr. Michael Jamal Wyndham. Tucker William Witt, cum laude. Annette Erin Wood, cum laude.
I need to see your mortarboard too. Okay.
Nathaniel Edward Camelier Wood. Leah Marie Yazdani.
You act like you're surprised. Congratulations. Good luck.
Cassidy Ray Zagoni. Zachary Andrew Zagoni. Sean Adam Zupanik. Bachelor of Science in Engineering, University of Maryland, College Park, Frostburg State University Collaborative Program in Mechanical Engineering. Kyle Everett Chin. Levi Robert Hartsock. Isaac Edmund Robinson.
All right, we got one more thing to do. I was going to suggest you do that, but you beat me to it. Or I could say never have so many cheered before I spoke. Anyway, my name is John Short. I am the Vice President for University Advancement at FSU. I'm the Executive Director of the FSU Foundation. And I want to congratulate the class of 2017. You are joining a group of over 40,000 alumni across the country and actually across the world. Many of these alumni will be willing to be a resource and a mentor to you. I hope you reach out to the alumni office for help in contacting people in your field. And I hope that you will one day be a resource for the students and young alumni who follow you. We actually have many of these Frostburg graduates in the office today, in the audience and on stage behind me. I would ask them if they could stand so we could recognize them. All right, as I said, one last task before we conclude the ceremony. I'm going to ask the students on stage if they would come up right here with me. Ask the graduates to stand. Hold on. In recognition of the transition from your role as students to that of alumni, please move the tassels on your caps from the right to the left. Congratulations, graduates of the class of 2017.
During the recessional, all graduates will be exiting via the stairs to the left and to the right of the stage and will return to the lower floor of the court center. Ushers will be available to assist you. Audience, please remain in place until the academic procession has left the room.